Hey guys, another video here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing alright. And today we're going to talk about the big news that Monster Hunter Sunbreak and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is coming out on PlayStation 5 for an Xbox Series X and S and yeah, so on. Let's get into it. So this was unexpected and a bit random. I think we first got the news leaked by a news website that this was going to happen, and yeah, it seems like it's going to be true. So I guess it's going to be the version very similar to the PC version, and this is unprecedented for Monster Hunter. Traditionally throughout the history of Monster Hunter, it's been exclusive to platforms. Back in the first couple gens, exclusive to Sony. Then it came to Nintendo in the third gen on Tri, and then it stayed on Nintendo until Gen U. So throughout third gen and fourth gen was just Nintendo. First gen and second gen was PlayStation. And then coming on to fifth gen, things have really changed as World was only on PlayStation and Xbox and PC also, while Rise initially came out only on Switch. So now we've got on all platforms. Now going forward, is this going to be the standard of Monster Hunter? Is Monster Hunter just going to be multi-plat going forward for every release? Originally everyone thought this would be a portable exclusive when it comes to consoles. It'll be Nintendo only, and then next game will be on the other consoles. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Capcom don't have any problem with porting their games wherever they can. Now this makes me think maybe World would have been on Switch if Switch was powerful enough to handle World. I don't see why it wouldn't have been. Now that you can see that Capcom are quite happy with porting other stuff around. So it seems like it just depends on the capabilities of the system, and if it's able to run something, they'll run it. So going forward to next gen, when Monster Hunter the 6th gen starts, we gotta really see where it goes from there, where Capcom decides to port their games. If this is Switch 2, if the Switch 2 is powerful enough and has the right capabilities for the next game, will it also be on that system, or will it only be on PS5, Series X, and PC? These are questions that I don't think we can ever really find an answer until it actually happens. Until we actually get an announcement for it. I'm actually on the fence that maybe it happened. I mean, because I don't think a Monster Hunter 6 could actually run on the base Switch if we're looking at a World and how powerful World was, and most likely how powerful the next game's going to be. But we also heard things that Nintendo are fine with games only existing on the new Switch and not the old Switch. The games Nintendo come out with themselves, from what we've heard from rumors and deliberation, is that the new Switch Nintendo games will be on both systems, but for third parties there's no restrictions of your game only being on one platform. So that is a possibility if the new Switch is strong enough. Now, when it actually comes to the release date of Monster Hunter 6, this really pushes stuff and changes stuff, because I remember a lot of people talking about Monster Hunter 6 coming out in 2023. I think this was mostly because of that Giga leak that we got, where Capcom, a lot of information got released from their upcoming releases, games in development, and also the information on some of their colleagues, which was a shame, that part. It's always a shame to see companies' information get leaked out. So let's not celebrate that or glorify that. But we already know this information now, so I will talk about it. So, and when it comes to Monster Hunter 6, they said it was going to be 2023. Now, I wasn't big on the 2023 train because of the fact that COVID already pushed back a lot of plans for Capcom when it came to Rise and other games. I was more on the train that probably Monster Hunter 6 is probably going to come out in 2024, and it's seeming like that's a definite now. Because why would they release Monster Hunter Rise on PS5 and then something later in the year, and then later on in the same year come out with a whole new generation? Like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm thinking Monster Hunter 6 or whatever is probably going to be 2024, and it might not even be early 2024. It might be mid or even late, because Capcom still have quite a lot they want to come out with Sunbreak. Remember, Sunbreak DLC runs until end of spring so far. We don't know how far they're going to take this, but they said end of spring so far on the roadmap. So that's going to be almost a full year of DLC support. And then yeah, from there we got to see when they come out with the next game. Maybe they'll take a bit more time to really polish it up, but that's pretty much all I have for this video. Let me know down below what you guys think. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. If you guys were expecting this, I don't know. I guess if it's a good thing or bad thing, I didn't really talk about this. I think it's good for the populace, but it really highlights the fact that maybe we do need cross-plat now. If you're gonna release a game on all platforms, you might as well just have cross-plat, right? Like, it does make sense now. To have that functionality, I don't see why not. So people can just play wherever they want with whoever they want, really. It's just gonna keep your player base really live. For example, I know apparently on Xbox, on World, the population was really dim. You didn't really see too many people on it compared to PlayStation. So this way, the people that have lower populations can still play. Like another example is Rise is out in China, in what's it called, Asia, on Xbox. World wasn't. So there's gonna be a lot of Asian players in the West who might want to play with other Asian players as well, similar language or similar background, but they're not able to because most of them probably are on Sony instead. I mean, it's up to their decision on what console they get, but it still impacts them. But yeah, I definitely think next game's gonna have cross-plat. I definitely think next game probably gonna be in all systems if the Switch 2 is powerful enough, or the Switch mid-gen refresh is powerful enough. And yeah, I definitely think Monster Hunter 6 is gonna come out sometime in 2024. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys are doing good, and I will catch you guys next time. See ya.